All right, y'all. Let's have a conversation. For the sake of saving everybody's time, I'm just going to announce what I'm going to announce and talk about what I need from you guys specifically and all that. And then if you have the interest and you have the time, I would really appreciate it if you heard me out as to why I'm actually making these changes. For the foreseeable future, every single video that is going to be uploaded on this channel from now on is going to be a highly edited, highly scripted, 25+ minute long form video that I'm just going to put a shit ton of effort into, frankly. For those of you who remember deep dives, it will be videos similar to those. You'll be getting these videos at least on average once per week, ranging from a variety of topics that ideally will be pretty thought-provoking and not surface level. So the video that's going to be dropping after this one tomorrow on Friday is going to be a 40-minute long deconstruction of the death of positions in the NBA, really how positions have evolved, as well as what position I think is the next to see significant fundamental change. It's a video that I'm very proud of, and I'm hoping to be regularly proud of the content that I'm putting out here. So in terms of what I need from you guys, I'm really just asking for one, I guess, two things. When the video comes out, when you can, ideally as soon as you see it, but you know, I get it's a long video and you have your own lives, but when you can, click on the video and watch it and give the video a like. I would also appreciate your feedback, as it is a thought-provoking video and one that I put a lot of time in, and I love hearing your comments on things like that. But just for the sake of this change of direction going well, YouTube's algorithm will like it if you guys click on the video and you like the video. And because we're only going to be getting these large, more abstract topics over on this channel, that also means the type of videos that I have been uploading here for the past couple of years, those subjects are more so going to be over on my second channel now. So the other thing that I would ask is, if you are not subscribed to my second channel, go do that and check out those videos, because you're going to be getting even higher quality content over there as well. So that's the announcement. You know, you can leave now if you want, but I would really appreciate it if you would listen to me as to why all this is happening. Why am I doing this? Well, to put it simply, it's something that I have wanted to do for a very, very, very long time. But for a variety of reasons that I'll get into, it just has not happened. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I'm not very happy with the quality of content that has been uploaded onto this channel over the past 2 years or so. I've not been happy with myself as a content creator, or just in general, for quite a while. Now, why has this happened? Why has my life been like this the past few years? Well, pretty much just clinical depression paired with a pretty heavy addiction. I would say that the quality of my content started to decline a little bit less than 2 years ago. And the big event that happened about then was I moved out of my parents' place and lived on my own for the first time. I was lucky enough through fall and winter of 2020, because an election cycle was happening that year and my channel was blowing up, to make enough money for a down payment on a house, which is an absolute blessing to be sure. So I strongly pushed to make that happen, and eventually it did. But actually getting this house meant that I lived 45 minutes away from my family that I'm very close with, and live nowhere near anybody that I knew otherwise, and the area I was in did not have people around my own age. It was a very, very isolating environment to be in. As a result of this, I fell in the deepest depression of my entire life, which is something I've struggled with at times, but this one was particularly bad. And for those of you who have depression, maybe because everyone's experience differs, but at least for me, it eventually creeps into every aspect of your life and just makes literally everything worse. I'm worse physically because of it. I'm worse socially because of it. I don't pursue my passions in my free time because of it. And my content got so much worse because of it. Rudy can certainly attest that the content has gotten lazy and rushed. He's certainly tried his best to make the videos good, but I would make them super short-sighted, make them with the intent of just getting them out super fast. I would regularly tell him, I don't care about the quality, just get the video out, which is absolutely asinine, frankly. I was also, and I guess I still am, pretty heavily addicted to weed. Now, I understand, you know, there's people who don't think it's addictive, and maybe there's science behind it not being as addictive as other things are, but at least in my personal experience, it absolutely is. I spent most of 2022 and most of 2023 high. I was not sober for more than 30% of it. I would wake up and smoke and do that throughout the day and smoke right before I went to bed. As a result, I existed in basically a borderline zombified state where, you know, the dopamine of the weed was keeping me from being too concerned about the areas I was failing in life, and also holding me back from going further. It definitely made me lazy. And being in that zombified state, I began to lose all my passion, especially for basketball and for content creation. And from there, I just made content purely to keep the ship afloat. As a result, everything suffered in terms of what I was putting out there for you guys. It hurt me in every aspect of my life, but the content is at least where it's most obvious, most literally tangible. I spent so much time just trying to stay afloat, like technically I'm paying my bills, therefore I'm doing a good enough job. But the fact that I was viewing it that way made it pretty evident that the passion was gone. This used to be an area of passion for me. You know, I'm an artistic guy. I like expressing ideas. I like editing. I like making things look and feel fun in the videos, which is kind of what the idea of the deep dives were. But over the years of being super isolated, super depressed, and I guess super stoned all the time, I just completely lost my mind and lost track of everything and lost sight of what I was even doing on YouTube to begin with. But about 2 months ago, I kind of had a mental breakdown and decided that I needed to make some big changes in my life. So much so that I probably rushed those changes, and it's been a little stressful as a result of that. And I unfortunately asked a little bit too much out of the people in my life to help me get here. But I have moved from that house that was super isolating. I moved from out in the sticks, surrounded by people in their 40s, to living in the same city as my editor, channel manager, whatever I would define him as, Rudy. Now, I describe Rudy as the editor of this channel, but that's honestly just the easy way to say it. Otherwise, it's been less an employer-employee relationship and more of a partnership. He definitely has a lot of influence on how things go around here, and being in the physical space with him has allowed me to do work so much better. Having him literally 10 minutes down the road rather than in an entirely different state, it has made our working relationship better and kind of just allowed me to wake up and snap out of the state that I was in. I both have Rudy here as a friend because he's pretty much my best friend, so that just means that I have a friend nearby, which makes a world of difference. I'm living in a populated area with a bunch of people around my age, so I'm actually getting out and talking to people, which seems like a miracle to me. I've even gotten a few dates, which especially feels like a miracle by comparison to where I used to live. But then I also have Rudy nearby as a coworker and as someone to keep me accountable. Since I've moved here, I've had a way, way better state of mind. I've found way more passion for the NBA and content creation in general. And I'm just overall actually enjoying and experiencing life again rather than just watching it go by in a vegetated state. I am much better now, and I think because of these changes, I will continue to be much better. And now that that's the case, I am ready to make some kick-ass content for you guys. People have been asking for deep dives all the time for the past couple of years, and while I will not necessarily label these videos as deep dives, they're definitely going to be in a similar vein in terms of quality and trying to be thought-provoking. I know I know that I am capable of making very high quality content in this space. Call it ego if you want, but I think I can and am capable of making some of the best videos on NBA YouTube. I just have not been in the headspace to make those videos for a very, very, very long time. But I am in that headspace now. I have the circumstances around me to succeed, and I am more motivated than ever to do so. And I hope you guys will all appreciate it, because you guys were also a big part of this whole thing. See, during the Summer League of this year, I had the privilege of going to the Through the Wire show. It was a live podcast show while they were in Vegas. And you guys probably know who Through the Wire is. There is quite a lot of audience overlap there. That's kind of the point of this story. I unfortunately didn't get to spend as much time with the Through the Wire guys as I would have liked to, but on the positive end, I at least got to meet a ton of you guys. So many of y'all came up to me after the show. Now, I had met subscribers in one-on-one settings beforehand a couple of dozen times, probably met like 30 people who were subscribed to my channel before this, but I met like 30 plus in this one instance. Suddenly, I was surrounded by people who were telling me they enjoyed my content, telling me they appreciated what I did, some even saying they were inspired by it, and I got a little choked up about it. I even gave some signatures, which felt real weird because I don't feel like a celebrity even a little bit, but you know, it was nice that they asked at least. But I felt just this crazy feeling when I left it, because as the years have gone on, I have turned my viewers just into numbers in my head, because it's just easier to understand you that way. Easier to let the quality slip if I just view you guys as a number rather than a person who's disappointed that that quality is slipping. But this was a pretty life-changing experience, and it really opened my eyes to the people that are watching this content. And for the people, for you, I want to make good shit, not just achieve a number in the view counter. So yeah, with that said, that's pretty much it. Please click on that video when it comes through. Please give it a like. Please let me know what you think of it. And yeah, that's all I'm asking. I'm hoping that I can kind of earn your guys' trust again and make a level of content that can make you guys proud of what I'm doing. I'm definitely proud of what we've been doing lately, and I'm really looking forward to feeling that pride again regularly. But with that said, that is it. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a really big video.